Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm late. Fuck me, I'll tell you. This fucking internet, computer, everything was about to get fucking absolutely smashed around the place. Sorry about that, folks. Completely my fault, but we got sorted. And in the house we have Static and the legend that's coming with live streams, backgrounds, fucking cameras. He's all good to go. It's the great Kyle Walsh. Big up to you, man, and delighted you're back. Saw you today doing your live stream. Absolutely quality show. Please do check it out, and we'll be giving Kyle and Static later on when we're finishing up a chance to give a good shout out to their shows. But no, mate, delighted you're back. Hope you're feeling well. First of all, that's the main thing.
Big up that boy. Great to be back. Big up Static and all the panel, all the comments and all the lads there. You're all legends. But yeah, man, I'm back and I'm ready to go that boy. I was down up for the supper, but the animal is back because things need to be said. And as you can see, new background and getting serious this season that boy because there's no more excuses. I'm wanting number one. So we're back with a bang. I've Mr. David Orcaster behind me, Bobby Perez on the other side of me, and those logo. And look at the Christ. This is serious this season. We're doing live shows, we're doing watch-alongs, we're doing all sorts of things here, Del Boy. Let's get the show going, brother. Thanks, Del Boy. Big up to you, man.
Exactly. Like, you know, I really appreciate that, mate. And as it says, like, you know, it's great to have you back. And like what you're saying, me and you will be doing live streams on your channel, my channel. We'll be fucking talking shite all through the season. But we'll be spitting facts that we think is facts. And probably, like, you know, the fans of AFTV may not think it's facts. But, you know, what the fuck do they know? I know Static is here, but he said he'd be back in a few minutes, but we'll continue on the show. I just want to shout out to the few people that are in the chat, and apologies again that I was late. But I just want to shout out a few of the people that are in the chat because fair play to you for waiting. Warren's in there. Hi lads, hope you are all well. Good man, Warren. Thanks, mate. Manny's in the house. Evening all. I'll be here for about half an hour before popping off to another stream. No bother. And thanks, Manny, for doing the call-in show after I was away. I was actually down in your country, Kyle, your county, on the weekend. So that's why I couldn't do the show. But big up to Manny for staying the ship there. Me fucking... Yeah, sorry, Christopher Ryan. Big up, Del Boy. What's the bleeding? Sorry. Big up, Chris. Hope you're doing well, brother. Warren, hi all. Please subscribe to Del Boy. He's only 23 away from 1,000. Please get it done for the top man. Thanks a million, Warren. I really appreciate that. Please do. Not only me, give Kyle a sub as well. Please do help his channel along. It's not easy sitting here talking shite, getting stick off fucking arseholes online that haven't a clue about football. And they think they do. They would probably... a blob in their fucking Elfla's fucking sack by the time, like, you know, they came into this world, whereas me and Kyle Walsh would have been in Highbury, you know, watching games, watching this Arsenal. That's how long we've been supporting the club. Anyway, also please subscribe to Kyle Walsh Gunner. He did a first ever live stream today and it was superb. It was fucking absolutely class. I dropped into the comments. I was actually driving on my way home. I had you in the van, tuning away, listening. I obviously couldn't text or anything in, or the guards could have got me. You know how it is. No, listening away, it was absolutely great. Aces is in as well. Fair play. Aces, they're slow coming up today. Hi, Volcano. Walsh. Video went private on my stream today. Yes, exactly. Another legend in the house, True Gunner, big up, mate. Fucking legend. He's a lovely fella. Absolute fucking sound. Please do hit the like as well, subscribe. Please do all that shite. I was watching Kyle Volcano stream, then blank to private video. Oh yeah, Warren, just to let you know, I have been blocked on your live chat by long-haired Yeti Cave for no reason. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, do you know what? It's actually, if that ever does happen, you Kyle, it's a pain in the bollocks to get someone back. Fucking if a moderator, blocks them or whatever, it's a bit of a pain in the fucking arse to try and get them back. Arsenal, the history and more. Big up, Jez. Hope you're doing well, mate. Warren T had the same Warren and removed as a mod. Yeah, big up, Jez. Hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in a while. All the lads here. Godfather Jez, yes, he's in the house. He's in the house. Why is he do? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. So I want to get into this show. So I'm just going to skip it. There's another few here. Joe is in the house. Big up, Joe. How's little Warren and all the little kittens and cats? Well, they're probably cats now, growing up, everything like that. Gun Down UK, big up panel. Kyle, saw your stream earlier. Bringing this fire, yes, exactly, absolutely. Man, Del Boy, I want your opinions on Ireland, amazing Olympics in Paris, and how you think the country will be blessed after the Michelle Smith, the brigade. Yeah, you can all be proud again. Irish eyes are smiling. Yeah, I must say, I'm delighted with the Olympic, the Irish team. They were absolutely quality. Fair play to them. They gave it all. Good few goals and everything in there. So yeah, I'm happy, absolutely. And you kept me updated while I was in work, man. He was on to me here. This is going well and everything like that. Big up, Luke. Hope you're well. And Christopher is there. Love that stream you did earlier, Kyle. Big up. Okay, we're up to date. Let's fucking do this. Kyle, I just wanted to, when I was listening to you, when you sort of brought it into my head, and I just want to patent this. Okay, I'm going to patent this as an Arsenal supporter. I'm fucking saying it. You were talking about Martinelli, okay? And I was there sort of thinking, this isn't the first time I've heard you say it. And it certainly won't be the last. But I'm slowly coming around to your way of thinking. All right, I want to give Martinelli a chance. I like the player. You know, I have given him plenty of chances. But I've sort of said to myself, I think I'm going to give him 5 more games, 5 to 10 more games. And then after that, I'm going to start judging him, and I'm going to judge him big time. At the minute, for me, he's Theo Walcott. He has speed. He has no end product at the minute. He had it at the start. Okay. And Warren, I've often had conversations with Warren about this. This is my question for you. Is it the coaching at Arsenal that is the problem? Because when Martinelli arrived to the club, Klopp, I'll take his judgment on it, says that he is one of the best young players in the world at the minute. What has happened to him?
The coaching. Because he's gone backwards, Del Boy. He's not gone forwards. Emery brought him to the club, and he was an exciting, promising talent. I remember him scoring a goal against Chelsea where he ran almost into the field and scored the goal. He had an outstanding promise, but he's gone backwards. Now that's down to coaching, in my eyes. This player gets the ball, Del Boy, and he runs and runs and runs this way, head to the ground. And he runs himself into situations that's impossible to get out of. His end product is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Saka on the other side, in fair, and I'm the first to say is I don't think Saka is world class just yet. He has the potential of being world class. But once again, it comes down to coaching. Saka more often than not gets the ball and passes it either backwards or sidewards to Odegaard. And then, in fairness to Saka, he's able to whip it across like he did for Havertz's goal, and he's able to come in on his left peg, and he's able to score a goal into the top corner or far side of the net. So he has end product. I don't see end product with Martinelli. Now, some people would argue that Martinelli is left isolated out on the left-hand side. That Odegaard and Rice and whoever else in midfield is always playing out to the right, out to Saka. And I agree with that. But now that we have the left side of the field kind of sorted, if you want to say it that way, with Shevchenko or Calafori, like, they should be able to interlink with Martinelli. And Martinelli, if he's as good as what people think he is, he should have a product. I am sick looking at this player running into the ground and going nowhere fast. Now, I want Arsenal to win a league title. And people have to wake up to the fact we will not win a league title with Martinelli on our team. And I'm sad to say that. Because the man had potential. But then why he started losing a yard of pace as well. As far as me sitting here tonight, I'd rather see the back of Martinelli. That's my honest opinion. Oh, I could be wrong. He could have an unbelievable season. And if he does, I'll be the first to admit it. But as we speak, he's had his opportunity, that boy. He's here at the club for many a year. And you said there, as you were speaking, he's like Theo Walcott. I would actually argue the point that Theo Walcott was actually a better footballer than Martinelli. And I never rated Theo Walcott. And that's the reality for that boy. Theo Walcott had the finished product. He was able to score goals. Now, he was useless. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of Theo Walcott. Well, Theo Walcott is actually better than Martinelli.
Yeah. Just to sort of jump on that, and I want to get Static in on this. And big up, Static. Thanks a million for coming along today. Absolute legend again. Great show as well. Me and you had last week. But I'm gonna skip all the intro shite, and we'll get back to when we finish up. Get all your socials and all this shite on that. But I just wanted to sort of hit on the Martinelli thing. I do agree with what Kyle is saying, but I was just saying when you were sort of coming in that I'm going to give him another 5 to 10 games and sort of make me judgment then. That's just me personally. I've nothing. What Kyle is saying, I don't disagree or anything like that. But I suppose just for argument's sake, that left-hand side has been Zinchenko. Are we being harsh on Martinelli? Has he had to come back and sort of cover fucking Zinchenko? Zinchenko cutting into that fucking left midfield spot, and it's opened a big gap for Martinelli, and he's sort of backtracked thinking, I need to cover this fucker because it's destroying me. Would you agree with that? Or is Kyle right? You just get rid of him.
First of all, Del Boy, Kyle, it's great to see you, boys. Sorry, late work drama. You know how it is. But yeah, I do actually agree with you. You could say the same thing about Trossard. He's had the same problem covering Zinchenko. So it doesn't matter if it's Martinelli or Trossard. Both have to cover Zinchenko's defensive diabolical mistakes. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. As for Martinelli, listen, I have to agree with Carl. Listen, I personally would give him until January. So he's really got to step up this next 4, 5, 6 months. If not, I would sell him in January because we've given him plenty of opportunities and he's just not being consistent. Yeah, he's had flashes of brilliance, but again, not consistent. So, and the fact that Trossard didn't start, that really pissed me off against Wolves because the last last dozen games he's been fantastic, Trossard. So, and he's currently better than Martinelli. I would have started him instead of Martinelli. So I don't understand why he played 90 minutes, to be honest. Yeah, it's just this manager, I swear to God. So.
It's I suppose if a player's on the bench, like Timber was, fucking Cauliflower, everyone like that. If they're on the bench, they're fit enough for me. If they're not, Don't put them on the bench. I don't want to hear, oh, they're only 70% fit, 80% fit, because if that's the case, that's how players pick up injuries if they're not 100% fit. You know, for me, I don't understand. Obviously, if they get an injury through pre-season, I understand that they won't be 100% fit. But, you know, what's going on there? And I just want to come back to Chris's sort of question here. And it was a question that we sort of asked about, like, you know, Martinelli. And then Chris asked this, which is a good question. Question for the panel: has any player improved under Arteta since he's been here? Now, I know Kyle and Static, you're very much Arteta out, and you might have the "fuck you, Arteta" hat on. Is there a player there, Kyle? Is there a player that you think he has improved?
I don't personally believe that there is a player there that he has improved. Saliba and Gabriel are after forming a good partnership, centre-back-wise. But I feel the two of them were good quality players anyway. Even though I still feel that Gabriel can be cut out. A couple of, you know, like the way the fan base, like I was talking to a fan base there a couple of weeks back there, boy, and they were trying to tell me that Saliba and Gabriel are as good as Tony Adams and Steve Ward. I was saying, come down out the close there, lad, will you? But your question about that is, I think Arteta's done a good job at steadying up the back line there, boy. Defensively, we are a strong unit defensively. That has to come from coaching. So if you're an Arteta out or an Arteta in, I personally don't believe he's after one person. I'm not going to single out one person that he's after making better. But defensively, we are after becoming a strong unit, apart from the left back situation, which is still a joke. Shevchenko cannot be starting left back, because if he does, we're going to be cut out, especially in Villa Park. We'll be ripped apart. So they need to get that sorted out. And like you said there, boy, if the boys are on the bench, they're fit enough to start. So play California next Saturday left back and see what he's like. You might as well throw him in there. But I think that no player has been improved. I just think the back line has improved.
Yeah. And like that, I suppose, with the back line, you had Saliba, who, like, let's think about this. Unai Emery signed him. He went out on loan to was it Saint Etienne or something he was at? We bought him, loaned him back, and then he went to Marseille, and then it was Arsenal. So it was the third year before we played him. Now, I understand the Saint Etienne loaning him back. I got that, but when he was in Marseille, he was fucking quality. And I don't watch French football all the time, but I was keeping an eye on him. And I was watching what other players were saying about him. And the likes of Mbappe and Neymar was there, I think, as well. And he didn't look out of place against these top quality players. Like, you know, I think one of the games he had Neymar in his pocket. You know, that's not easy to do, whether you like Neymar or not, but he's still a good player. He's a good attacking player, you know, and that for me is the sort of, it comes down to the transfer. It comes down to who's doing the deals. And this is what drives me insane. You know what I mean? Like, we were in need that year because we finished, was it eighth or was it fifth or eighth? Fifth, I think it was. If we had Saliba, eighth, was it? Yeah. So if we had Saliba, like, we could have pushed into Europe Champions League maybe. And this goes back to, how come other clubs, if they loan a player out, how come if they're short a player, if they need a player, here, we want him back, we need him, and they take him back. Whereas Arsenal, oh no, okay.
Yeah, but that comes down to management again. Like, I saw, like, Saliba, now I'd be the first to admit to it, when Saliba went out on loan to France, I was kind of a bit, is he not? I was hearing reports that he was a top quality player, and I was like judging him, and the first to hold my hands up, I was wrong. But Arteta should have saw that Saliba was this quality top player. So why then? Why loan him out a second time? Why not have kept him after the first loan and throw him in there then and see what the crack is then with him? Like, you know what I mean, that boy. And I tell you here and now. We bought this California. Yes, to straighten the squad. But if we end up winning nothing, don't be surprised if Gabriel or Saliba or Boas will ship out the club in the summertime. And California will come in as a centre back. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you now that why if we end up winning nothing this season, do not be surprised.
I started, remember, like we were saying this last week. I think this is the last season for Arteta to be. I'm not saying comfortable. I'm just saying for him to have these big players, because I think Saka is one of those players and Saliba is definitely another one of those players. I think it's probably a season too early for Declan Rice, but if we don't win the league or get to a semi-final or the final of a Champions League, I think one of the two definitely will be gone. I think we may get the sympathy vote off Saka to stay on for an extra season, and that's just because we brought him up through the youth, you know. But I definitely do. This is Saliba's last year with Arsenal if we don't win the league or come second semi-finals of the Champions League, because Mbappe will want him at Real Madrid because they're French mates, you know, they're building the Galacticos over there again. I can't think off the top of my head here a better young defender in the world football at the minute as good as Saliba. I think he's the closest we have to a world-class player. You know, Static, would you... Am I talking shite as usual, or would you agree with anything I'm saying there?
No. I listen. I agree with most of what you're saying because you always make a lot of great valid points. Yeah, I could see us losing Saliba if we win nothing this season. I could also say we could lose Gabriel as well because, as we spoke previously, Saudi Arabia a few clubs in Saudi Arabia are definitely observing him closely, so it wouldn't surprise me if he ended up in Saudi Arabia as well. So, and then next season we could end up with not just Calafiori but Timber as well as our centre backs, which is not good. But yeah, I can understand what you're saying about Saka, the sympathy vote he would stay for another season, but I don't know, it's just 50-50. It just depends if his head will be turned or not. Rice, again, it's the same with him, but yeah, he could end up staying for another season. Who knows? Can I just say as well, you mentioned Saliba. Yes, he did go out on loan back to his ex-team, Saint-Etienne. He also, when he came back, he actually was in the under-21s for about 6 months, and then we loaned him back to France. He went to Nice, and then for about 6 months. And then that was the season before he went on a season-long loan with Marseille, and then the rest is history. But yeah.
So that was nearly 2.5. Was it nearly 2.5, nearly 3 seasons before we jumped on him. But I thought when he was at Marseille, that I forgot about Nice, but when he certainly
he actually did well at Nice, but he went up
another
level at Marseille. But here's the thing: he was already a well-developed defender by the time he came in. I mean, that's why Emery bought him for around £30 million. So
yeah,
but just the fact that Arteta, slow brain cells, he then realised,
that's why I said it. That's why I said why was the management letting him off? Even after his first one, he should have kept him at the club, but he didn't. But here we are today, and we have him. He's a top-class player, brilliant centre-back. But you're not going to keep these guys Del Boy if you're going to be not succeeding. It's as simple as that. Them boys get a phone call from Madrid, gone.
By the way, boys,
I personally couldn't I personally couldn't see him going to Saudi. I think he'd rather stay in Europe and play and try to win something. This Saudi business, people only go there for that.
Exactly.
Ivan Toney is going there for that. The likes of it's like the time back in the day when the boys used to go to China. They used to go to China for that.
Yeah.
But I just need to say that, touch on something now that we are talking about Saudi. I'm not going to sit here and bore you through, but I'm going to try to make it as quick as I possibly can. We need to start talking about the development of this new World Super League. There's meetings going on left, right, and centre about this. And if this happens, the football landscape as we know it now is finished done. They're on about bringing competitive Premier League games to America. And you'll have the likes of Man United against Arsenal over New York City. Liverpool against Chelsea in Los Angeles. This is in development. This is in talks. The top boys knows about it. And I think that fans should not be thinking this is not a thing that's going to happen, because it is. And it's going to happen quicker than what we think. I reckon within the next 5 years. And what we need to do is use our platforms to put a stop to it. The big platforms. But the likes of AFTV, the big platforms, they won't talk about it because all they're doing is making money for themselves. But it's the thing that we need to discuss further down the road, Del Boy. I'm hitting on it now and letting people know, because this is something that's happening. So just keep an eye out for it, lads. And when it does start coming out, leaking out more and more and more, we need to all pull together and let this not happen to our great clubs. This Saudi and all, they all know about this. This is World Super League, not European, World Super League.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree. Sorry, Del, I just want to say the question before of Arteta improving players, and I'm going to struggle to say. So, yeah, I agree. He's definitely improved the back line, especially Ben White. I'll give him credit for that. Like, he actually put him from centre back to right back. So he's definitely improved there. I'll give him credit for that. So yeah, Saliba, Gabriel, even though they already were well developed before Arteta coached them, I guess. Ben White definitely. I guess Saka. Apart from that, I'm really struggling. Everyone else, no. So that's it.
Yeah. Like, I suppose with Ben White, he never, for me, he never was a centre half. I didn't think, now I remember when we sort of saw, I think it was the season we signed him, I was at the Emirates about 3 or 4 times and just sort of looking at that back line, and I was like, he's not a centre back for me, and I suppose I don't want to take credit away from Arteta. Like, I'm always criticising him, but I want to keep the credit with him. But I think, the choice that he had, I'm a stuttering fuck here. I get it out, Del Boy. Fucking hell. What I'm trying to say is, he had Saliba, he had Gabriel. That was a no-brainer for me, because Gabriel was your centre half anyway, and Saliba was an up-and-coming Rolls Royce of a player. You had to play him in that position. You don't not play him there. So then on that right-hand side, I'm trying to think who we had. We could have had fucking Maitland-Niles, or we'd no one down that right-hand side. So he's just there, I'll just give Ben White a go down there. So it was sort of, the choice was made for him, if you know what I mean. But I don't want to take credit away from him either. The thing that I just want to sort of, while we're talking about this, and it's sort of eating away at me, okay? And it's a question I want for the two of us and for people in the chat, by the way. On that right-hand side, do we keep Ben White there, or are we going to change Ben White for Jurrien Timber, who is a right-sided defender? That's his position. Now, I know he can play on the left-hand side as well, but for me, if his best position is right back, do we play him there? What do you make of that, Kyle?
It's a very interesting question there, boy. Yeah, I know the Timber's right back, or right. He could actually play right side of centre back as well. But I actually think Arteta is not going to drop Ben White. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if Arteta plays Timber left back, because anytime I've seen Timber coming on for Arsenal, which is very little, but he's been on the left. So I think that he's going to play Timber left back. It's going to be between him and Shevchenko and Calafiori. But he'll also have Calafiori to slip into centre back in case something happens to one of the boys. So I don't know what Arteta's tactics are here. But definitely Ben White will not be dropped. Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba, Ray in goal, and then the left back position. Who is it? Is it going to be Shevchenko, Timber, or Calafiori? Or is he going to play Shevchenko as the number 8 on the left in midfield and play Timber or Calafiori left back? Because this Mourinho deal has not been done yet. So your guess and Static's guess is as good as my guess, but I cannot see Ben White being dropped at right back.
Yeah, like I do agree, and like just what Luke was saying there. Like I'm not saying, and I'm not saying you're saying I'm saying it, but I'm not saying drop Ben White. I'm just wondering, where does Timber come into this? Where does Cauliflower come into it? Sexy Cauliflower, he's gorgeous hair. All this shy, and I'm being sarcastic there, by the way. But anyway, like, why did we get them positions if? Like, I know it's backup as well. I'm sort of answering my own questions here as I'm fucking talking. But you know what I mean? There is other positions I thought that we needed to get done. Now, I understand the left-back position because for me, Zinchenko, I want to say this, and you can fucking mark my words here. Zinchenko, for me, is the new El Neni. You know, that guy in the changing room, everyone loves him, take the piss out of him, give him wedgies. That's what Man City players do every time they fucking see him. You know what I mean? So I think he's filling El Neni's role. How long did El Neni last? I think this summer he was the longest serving Arsenal player. So I don't think Arsenal are going to get rid of him. Arteta certainly won't. He had him at Man City. He brought him in. Oh, he's a great character around the place. Whatever, you know. Roy Keane even answered that. What does he do around the place? Like, you know what I mean? Fuck that. But anyway, sorry, I'm leading off the question. I'm sort of leading into you, Static, with sort of what I was saying. Where does Timber's role? You know, and it was Tomiyasu was the player I was trying to think was playing on that right hand side. There's been talk of Tomiyasu leaving. You know, so we've Ben White, we've Yuri and Timber. And then on the other side, you have Cauliflower and fucking Zinchenko. You know, fair enough, it's backup, but, you know, where do you play Timber? Because he apparently, like, the games that we have seen him in, he has been good.
Well, all those players you just mentioned, what a mess it is at Arsenal. What an absolute mess. Meanwhile, we forget about Kieran Tierney. So, yes, I know he's out injured, but you can actually sell players whilst they're injured, as long as they've passed a decent fitness test. I mean, I'm sure players have transferred to teams in the past where they were carrying an injury. It can be done. So it's just, I'm more, why is that not happening whilst we're still debating about? I mean, it's just like, Tomiyasu I have mixed feelings about. Yeah, I would sell him, but I would also keep him purely because Tierney was meant to leave already. So what's going on with that? I have no idea. Ben White is definitely, like I said, I agree with Carl. Look, Arteta, he's the most stubborn man out there, so he's likely to play the same lineup every week, the same defence every week. So he will play Ben White right back for the foreseeable future. But personally, I would love to see Timber obviously gradually get back to, get some minutes, get some game time, and then eventually replace Ben White at right back, because he is a right back. Yes, he can. He is a centre back who can also play as a right back and as a DM. The same with Ben White, actually. So, but yeah, I prefer Timber at right back. But like I said, the way things are at the moment, Arteta's stubborn as heck, so he's going to keep playing the same back line, which is not good because we know what's going to happen. Zinchenko on that left side will be crucified again like he was last season, home and away against Aston Villa. It'll be the same again this weekend. So,
yeah,
well done, Arteta.
We will get to the Villa
but
game.
Boy, you see, here's like Static started off that by saying Arsenal's in a mess, and it is in a mess. Like, we have Dave Wood still at this club. Why are they still at the club?
Meanwhile, go on.
Fabio Vieira, Kia Ward, Tommy Asu, Martinelli, Ramsdale. Who else is there? Thomas Partey. What? Thomas Partey is fucked. The man is full. He's finished. Havertz up forward. This is reality, that way. People might think that I'm a lunatic and mentioning Thomas Partey and Martinelli and Havertz. The simple fact is that those three players in your 11th team on a Saturday or Sunday, they're not good enough to win us a league title. And we're here to win a league title. Havertz is not good enough. Thomas Partey is over the top. And Martinelli is going over here fast, running himself into the ground. And I will be proved right once again. There's 7 or 8 players I've just mentioned. And I'm sure if I take more, there'll be another 1 or 2. It's just Lewis is another one. These lads are not good enough. Mark my words. And that's why I'm saying to you that Arsenal is in a mess. In the meantime, in the back line, we're almost after signing, or we're after signing. I have to double check this. No goalkeeper. A fella that I never heard tell of. This should be our 9th or 10th goalkeeper since Arteta came to the club.
9th. And we got rid of Martinez, one of the best goalkeepers in the world of football. Make it make sense. Then we have David Ray is in goal. And people are hyping him up to be a brilliant goalkeeper with all the golden gloves, all this caper. He put off a great save against Wolves the other day. I don't trust him. I have no belief in him. Now you have the back line. You have Ben White. You have Tommy Asu, Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Calafiori, Shevchenko, Tierney. Why is Tierney not gone? This is what I'm saying, Del Boy. There's 7 or 8, 9 players at the club. Reece Nelson, why is he still at the club? Think about it. There's 8 or 9 players still at the club that are dead-wood, useless. Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to win anything with these players. Because these players have proved failure after failure after failure. What is Edo after being done all summer? These lads should have been gone. But no, Arsenal, no. Everything is all right at Arsenal. Everything is nice at Arsenal. I'm sick of it, that boy. And then we're giving out contracts for £100,000 a week to the likes of Eddie and Keith at these lads. Ripping up contracts, sending players off then for not let lads go for free. We are the worst football business when it comes to transfers in the league.
Facts.
We're a joke. We're a laughing stock.
Kyle, Delboy, I'm glad you guys mentioned it because I don't know if you just heard today or was it yesterday, Nottingham Forest Arsenal rejected Nottingham Forest's bid of £25 million. Are you effing kidding me? Have you not learned your lesson, Arsenal, from Marseille? Like when they offer 27 million euros, you reject it. No. We want 35 million euros. That's how we rate him, and that's how the valuation. I was like, no. It's like, come on. He's an academy player. Just even if we sold him for £5 million, it's a profit. It's like what we did with Smith Rowe, came through the academy, we made a profit. Yeah, it's an absolute joke. It's just
I just put up that last comment there.
I get it, but no, come on, Arsenal.
The one before Warren.
Sorry, I just want to say, Kyle Delway, if I was Arsenal, look, take the £25 million and run.
Take 5 million and run. He's a joke of a player.
Even Nketiah, I don't know if you guys facts, Carl. I don't know if you guys heard. Apparently, Nketiah has already said goodbye to the majority of Arsenal players. Arsenal. So why is he still here? Let him go, Arsenal. He clearly, it's the same. Nketiah wanted to leave, right? 3 years ago, 2021. Now 3 years later, same thing again. He clearly wants to leave and move on from Arsenal. Let him go, Arsenal. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
Look, everybody's entitled to opinions, Delby.
Yeah.
And Manus there, this is the best Arsenal team since the Invincible. First time since 2004. We've been title favourites. Look where we were 5 years ago. I just like to big up the Manus, by the way. This is nothing towards you, Pat. I'm just talking off the cuff here. First of all, 5 years ago, Arsenal Football Club won no league title. 5 years later, we have still won no league title. And as for favourites to win the league title, and man, I 100% agree with you, because I saw something the other day. This computer thing, this AI bullshit thing, is they have to come up with these stats and all. And according to this computer, Arsenal are clear favourites to win the league. I don't care about bookies, AI, or anything else. We will be favourites when I see armpits in the air, lifting the league title. Until then, I don't want to hear anything about favourites, computers, or anything else. I want to see silverware. I want to see the title. But I'm telling you now, Manus, we are winning nothing again, my friend.
He's responded.
Yeah.
We are a joke, because we're after winning fuck all with this manager, and we're going to win nothing again this season, and we still got 6, 7, 8 crocs at the club, and we're going nowhere fast.
We've missed you, Kyle. Absolute facts, bro.
Well, it's a fact. Like, man is just entitled to his opinion, and fair play to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fair play to him. He has the opinion, like everyone else has the opinion.
Of course. Respect it.
Yeah.
Respect, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't see any cups. I don't see anything. I don't see league titles. I don't see nothing.
4 years. 4 years.
There's no point talking about being favourites. Go out and do it. And hey, man, I'll be your best buddy.
Like, I'm not like even having a go at any Arsenal fans, to be honest with you. I'm just like, as I was saying last week, I'm just trying to be positive, because I love the club at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? But I think what Kyle is trying to say about the joke of a club, like, you named nearly 10 players there, Kyle, and I'd say 8 of them players we've had bids for. Eddie Nketiah, fucking Ramsdale. I think Reece Nelson we've had bids from them.
Mm-hmm.
On and on and on. Like, you know what I mean? We've had bids. Why the fuck are we keeping them? And if we go back to El Neni, is a pure example. We had a bid, some Turkish club. It could have been Fenerbahce or something like that.
That's right.
Besiktas.
Yeah, it was Besiktas. Yeah. Was it?
We had that conversation.
4 or 5 million or something like that. Just get rid of him. Like, you know, we actually did not. I think he played 2-3 games the following season, and then we just get rid of him for nothing. This is the frustrating thing. I'm not having a go at the players here, probably not Arteta. I'm not really having a go of Arteta. I'm talking about Edu and Garlic Head and all. Like,
Nice.
Edu gets a lot of, oh, another fucking great signing and stuff like this. I'm sorry. You don't need to sell Arsenal Football Club to any player in the world. I'm fucking sorry about it. You don't. And I'm including Mbappe and stuff like that because Mbappe could turn around and go, I'm going to Real Madrid. That's fair enough. But if he goes, I want to go to the Premier League, it's Man City or Arsenal. He will pick one of them. So it's not. Don't give me all this. Oh, I do. Oh, what a deal he's after doing this and that. Fuck off. I'm sorry. No, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, and I'm sure Kyle will piggyback on this. That's a joke. Given Eddie Nketiah the number 14 jersey, one of the best players to play for Arsenal, giving him a 5 million signing on fee, giving him fucking 150 grand a week, giving Smith Rowe the number 10 jersey, and for me, the best player who has ever put on a fucking Arsenal jersey. You know what I mean? And plus giving him mental fucking wages. This is the joke that I'm talking about. And man, it's nothing. I'm not having a go with you, by the way, mate. I'm not having a go with you. I'm not having a go of any Arsenal Arteta's in or stuff like that. I'm just saying we need to start making money because this cannot last forever. This gravy train that we're on, the Kroenkes will eventually turn around and just go, okay, we're after pumping $1 billion into this club. What trophies have we got for it? And then what happens? Then do they turn around and just go, I'm fucking sick of this. Let's get the fuck out of here. And don't give me this, oh, but they're this and this. They're fucking American. They're like, they're not mad into football the way we are. They could drop us. And then you could get a fucking Todd Bodie or whatever the fuck he's called over in Chelsea in to take over the club. Then it's flick a coin, mate. We are fucking all over the place. Sorry, Kyle, did you want to jump in there?
Just to say to you there, the whole thing about nearly almost spending $1 billion or €1 billion on Arsenal and still not winning any cup competitions, that in itself is a joke. That in itself is a joke. You know, look, they want 30 million for Eddie Nketiah.
It's more than 30
like,
million,
they want
yeah.
35 million for Axel Foley and Nketiah. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Get the 25 million and fuck off over the club, Eddie.
Faith.
Yeah. Static, what do you have to say on that, mate? And big up Tamina. Big up. Thanks a million. Respect. Thank you. Static, what do you think of this? Like, you know, sort of the joke, like, you know, and I'm like, you know, sometimes it gets frustrating and people say to me, do you actually love Arsenal or do you just love to hate them? You know, what's your take on it? Like, you know, are we always complaining? Are we complaining too much?
If you ask me, we're not complaining enough.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, come on, people. This is Arsenal Football Club. This is the third most successful club in England based on trophies won. You know, and when I became, I mean, I'm sure the majority of all of us, when we became Arsenal fans, Arsenal were already winning trophies. So why stop there? You know, unfortunately, I'm sorry, the world doesn't stop when Arsenal doesn't win anything after a year. You have to keep going. You've got to go the next year and win another trophy. It's just, and meanwhile, I looked at the Melt trophy. I was just literally looking yesterday, the trophies won. Man City, obviously, they're now fourth. They're only... bro, I've been believing my team for 20 years, and look what's happened. No trophies won. So, respect to you, Manus. But look, I'm saying this, I know I need... And this is reality, boys. Listen, and this is to everyone live chat. If Arsenal are not careful, if we don't consistently win trophies again, I'm not just saying like one per year. That should be the minimum. But we've got to try to aim for doubles as much as we possibly can consistently. Because if we don't, I guarantee, the way things are going at the moment, I guarantee in 10 years' time, Man City, who are currently 13 trophies behind Arsenal, they will overtake Arsenal as the third most successful club in England. If you remove the Community Shields for both teams, they're currently 3 behind Arsenal.
Jesus.
But you see, the problem I have with that, Static, is I think
Scary,
the Gunners are fucked anyway, Static,
Yep.
because Manchester City has won trebles and they've won European Champions Leagues. Chelsea have won Champions Leagues. Man United, Liverpool. The list goes on. What have we won? We've won nothing. This is 21 years now since we last won a Premier League title. 21 years. It's 32 years since we last won a Carling Cup. It's 4 years since we won an FA Cup. It's another 31, 32 years since we last won anything in Europe. This is embarrassing stuff here, lads. This is embarrassing. This is 21 years. And Mr. Robert Lyle over in AFTV has everybody gone mad. And he believe what, Robbie? Exactly what am I supposed to fucking believe? I have believed. And I've been kicked into the ground over and over and over and over. Year in, year out, same thing. And I want to make a statement here tonight on the Del Boy show that everybody can come back and say, Kyle, you're wrong. How wrong you are. I'm sticking my neck on the line and I'm saying this here and now. By Christmas, we will be out of the running for the league title.
Oh, Kyle, you bollocks. You always do this to me every year. I always start off the season. We have it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. But you've been right the last few seasons, but I'm just hoping you're wrong.
Then why?
Fuck's sake.
Villa will do one on a Saturday. We're then playing Brighton. And then we have Spurs and Man City after that game. If we fuck up in those 3 games, and 4 games, including Brighton, because Brighton are a tough opposition.
Yeah.
You can't go drawing these games that way. We have seen we've seen now what we need to do to win a league title. We have to win game after game after game after game. We have to do that. And I just believe that between Villa, Brighton, Spurs, and Man City, we are going to drop points. And we can't afford to drop points. Because if Man City gets a 6 or an 8 point, go 6 or 8 points ahead, there's no catching them, boy. We'll be gone. That's it.
No, 100%. It's like, the Villa game for me is huge. It's and I want to get into it now in a few minutes. Look, we'll touch on that now in a few minutes. I just want to Man has just put up a question here, and big up, Man. Seriously, absolutely no problem with you coming in and voicing your opinion, because we all have an opinion, Question for panel: will a league title still be celebrated if City get a big points deduction? Now, I was thinking about this. I think it was actually yesterday. Exactly what you're thinking here. I was just thinking in my head, if that does happen, because I'm Irish and I live in Dublin and we're surrounded by fucking Man United fans, Liverpool fans, few City fans and shit like that, so we'll always get slagged. Like, I got slagged at the end of last season where we challenged, went down to the last day, but then Man United fans jumped on. Oh, you didn't win it, and we won the FA Cup, so we've had a more successful season. Like, fuck off. And I know if that does happen, they'll just say, "Oh well, you got to City got deducted points. You just couldn't go out and win the league anyway." So you're fucked if it happens, and you're fucked if it doesn't happen because City could win it. You know what I mean?
Delboy, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and it's sort of, I'd rather just
tricky.
I'd rather win it just by beating them, that way. But if it did go to that, if it did go to that, there's nothing you can do about it. I'd still celebrate it like we did fucking win it. You know what I mean? And that's probably my answer to that question. I just want to read out this. Luke is saying the big question I have, can we maintain the standard of the last 2 seasons or even higher? We know City can do it really quite easily. I have my doubts, sadly. I'm in the same boat.
No.
I just like to say there, Luke, I completely agree with you, pal. You see, Ben, what people are forgetting, we had to push out the board for the last 2 seasons. And don't forget the last season, Saliba, Odegaard, and I think Saka, they didn't get injured. Now that's quite hard to replicate in a second season. And the thing is that we pushed and pushed and pushed, but yes, all our pushing, it wasn't high enough. So now we have to reach even higher. And I don't feel that we are going to be like that. I don't think we can hit the higher levels this coming season. And that's how I feel. And the other thing is, Man City went out the other day. Man, it's I know, pal, but at the end of the day, pal, we still ended up winning nothing, my friend.
I'm sorry, I've had that excuse all the time.
We were going to win nothing, and we won nothing. It was the last day or not. We still won nothing. And the other thing is that why
war is cooking.
The other thing then that why is that we saw there the other day, Man City went to Chelsea and Stamford Bridge. They were missing a few key players, and they made light work of it. So Man City are here, lads, and they're here big time. I'm telling you now, Del Boy, by Christmas we have to go by. I'm telling you now.
Kyle, I just want to Kyle and the Irish fans will probably understand that this is McManus's problem.
Manus, I understand where you come from now, pal.
Yeah, come here, McManus. I'm originally from Roscommon, so we're love. So sorry for people. Leitrim is like, do you know, it's actually a low. Carrick-on-Shannon is a beautiful place in Ireland. But there's not much population in Leitrim, like, you know what I mean. So no, look, show you the love, mate. And I'm only messing with you. But no, look. If you're new around here, please do hit that like button and subscribe. We're going to be doing watch-alongs and, like, you know, all sorts of stuff like that on my channel and on Kyle's channel. And Static is more than welcome to come along, I'm sure, to both channels. But yeah, so please do hit the old sub button. Really appreciate it. And check Kyle's channel out as well. And Static, we'll get you shout out your socials towards the end as well. But let's just, I'll hit Darren's comment out here, and I want to talk about the Villa game. I'm going to come to you, Static, first on it. But I'll read Darren's out. I'd rather do compulsory transfer for City away from their club rather than points deduction. Not sure about celebrating if there is a points deduction. Yeah, I get it.
I actually do agree, Darren. I'd have mixed feelings about it, to be honest. I'll be like, yay, and then yay. That kind of thing. That'd be my feeling towards it.
Yeah. We didn't have Havertz scoring goals for the first half of last season. He's scoring well now. Will be a huge help. Well, I just hope he does. Like, you know, at the end of the day, and all the joking aside, like, seriously, like, but at the end of the day, I do, like, you have to have that, like, just Premiership, and I'm just going by history, what history has been saying to us. Like, go back to as far as Man United, the last time they won the league, who did you have up front who banged in 25, 30 goals? Robin van Persie. You know what I mean? Man City in the last few years, Liverpool, Man City, Haaland, Liverpool, Salah. You know, you have to have that fucking striker. And it's not, I'm not slagging Arsenal here. I'm just saying, go and fucking get it. We have to give the money. If you want a top-class striker, you have to fucking pay it. And I'm sorry, but Edu, Arsenal, you've set the stall out with Declan Rice, 100 million. You've put that out. You know, it's not any other team. So any team that has a good striker, Osimhen, fucking whoever else, I can't think, Ollie Watkins, like, you know, we're going to come up against them. You know,
Isak,
you're going to have to pay the money. And that's what you're going to have to pay for me to push us over that line. Because if we had that striker last season, we would have won the league. Because there was the West Ham game, I think the Fulham game where we drew, that strike, got that fucking goal to get them extra few points.
Yeah, but then why? Man has said there about Havertz scoring goals. The other day, I went mad the other day because of our performance. Now, it was the first game of the season, and I understand that. And someone said that there was just the first game of the season. But the fact of the matter is, Wolves are absolute rubbish. And Wolves could have scored 2 or 3 goals themselves, that boy. So in a game like in what I'm trying to say is, in a tough game, when it's close, when it's 0-0 or 1-1, and we need to win, are we actually relying on Havertz to score us that goal? The other day, we saw Going Down UK. Thanks for subscribing to me today, pal. I much appreciate it.
Legend. Legend.
The game against Wolves the other day, Havertz got the ball inside the box. And he was shifting over to the right to bend it into the court like Burkham. And he put the ball 6 or 7 yards wide. Now, if this was in a really tight game, we can't afford that kind of bullshit.
Facts.
You need to put the ball in the back of the net, especially if we're going to win the league title. And Havertz is not the player to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We will be proved right.
Can I just say, boys, that was the only good thing that Martinelli did in the entire game. And it might sound harsh, but, well, that beautiful pass to Havertz, and then he just, in the 49th minute in the second half, I was like, yeah, Del Boy, even you would have scored that. Kyle would have scored that. I would have scored that with my shades on, without my shades. Yeah. Everyone in live chat would have scored that. I'm sorry, but it's just, what the heck was that? And just, he's not the man. Havertz will not lead us to a league title, especially if he misses gilt-edged chances like that, and he will. He did that a lot last season. So many headers he missed in front of goal, in the penalty box. He'll do it again, because I mean, even in the Euros when I was watching for Germany, he was missing sitters as well.
Oh, sorry, I'm just Ali. You know I love you, mate. Don't even put them words together. Sterling and Arsenal. Fuck me. Oh, Jesus Christ. I actually seen something like that today. You know, the rumour mills and all this bollocks. I didn't even click into it because I'm just there. I'm not giving that traction. I don't want to see that. You know, I just think he's a troublemaking little bastard. You know, no offense to him. I don't know what he's like, but I'm not. I wouldn't be into that. But lads, I just want to hit on what's your thoughts on the Villa game. You know, Emery is doing a quality job. I'm sure you guys probably seen, and people in the chat. It came up my link about AFTV, and this guy was talking to Robbie, and he mentioned Unai Emery and the job that he was doing, and Robbie was just shooting him down and not giving him a chance, and he's trying to not grab the microphone, but just get his opinion on, and Robbie won't let him, and I was just like, fuck's sake, let him have his fucking opinion, like, you know what I mean? Let him have his conversation and stop with your little fucking minions around the place, because I've been there among them, and, like, you know, they do shout you down, but I'm a loudmouth fuck, so I'll get my opinion across, you know, without using violence, you know, so, but, you know, I just wanted to give him a shout out because fair fucking play to him. He stood his ground. He got his comment out as best as he could. But for me, Emery has a fucking, he's a top quality manager, okay? And I was just thinking, like, you know, oh, well, he didn't do this and Arsenal and stuff like that. But what has he done in Europe? He's won the Europa League. He's brought bang average teams, European Cup finals. He brought a bad Arsenal team to a European final. You know, that's nothing to be fucking sniffed at. What will he do with Villa this season? And I'm seeing the top pundits. I've seen Gary Neville and fucking Carragher and stuff like that. And they were putting down that Villa are going to not finish in the top 6 this year. I'm like, why? You know what I mean? He can do it. Like, you know, Villa can do it. They can go to the Champions League and they can play on a Sunday. And I believe Emery has the experience to manage players, like, you know, their fitness and everything like that. So I've absolutely no problem with them doing it. I think this is going to be a really, really hard game the weekend for us. Kyle, I don't know. Am I talking shite again, or?
No, I think that Yardman gave it to Robbie. He said to him that Emery was a better manager than Arteta. And according to Robbie, Arteta's the second best manager in the Premier League. I don't know how he's figured that one out. Emery did win 4 European trophies. He brought a bad Arsenal team to a Europa Cup final. Unfortunately, we never showed up, and Chelsea took great advantage and won it. I think that Emery also went to France. He won all around him. So he's a winning. He has a winning mentality. And he's tactically a much better manager than what Arteta would ever be. Now, I want to be honest about it here, Del Boy. I think, personally speaking, Aston Villa will beat Arsenal on Saturday. That's my honest opinion. I'm going to go as far as saying that Villa will beat us 2-1.
I agree.
Yeah, I can see it happening. And this is what I'm saying, Del Boy. People are getting all overhyped, all excited. But I think Villa, that's a very tough game. And Emery, by the way, bet Arsenal with an old Villarreal team in the Europa Cup. Remember that?
Yeah.
He went out and bet us twice last year. This manager has shown and proved that he can beat Arteta. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does the same thing again on Saturday. And as for Robbie Lyle and the AFTV, bunch of absolute fucking clowns. They're there to want to give people their opinions. They're shouting down at them. They're like big bullies. And all they're doing is spreading PR bullshit about the club. They're poison throughout this club is what the FTV are. They're no good for this club. It's time to get rid of them. But they won't get rid of them because Robbie is so far up Arsenal's hole, it's not even funny. Them lads are getting paid by Arsenal. He has lads there, they're actors. Robbie himself is a Luton Town supporter. Don't talk to me. Fucking bullshit. And that's what's wrong with Arsenal. Too much bullshit going on, too much PR, too much crap. Merchandise. You see the state of 3 jerseys that we have out this season with the cannon. Bring back the Christ. The original Christ.
Facts.
They won't do that. Stick with that point. And I'm telling you, people might think I'm negative and I'm always complaining and giving out. I grew up in an era. I've seen 5 league titles in my lifetime. I've seen FA Cups, Carling Cups, Doubles, Invincibles. And now for the last 20 years, what am I saying? Bullshit. I want to get back to where it used to be. Because it's starting forgetting. And it's starting forgetting the past. It's like the past don't exist. See that man over my shoulder, David Rocastle. It's like he'd turn in his grave if he saw what's going on today at this club.
Rest in peace, Rocky.
100%. And just on that as well. This is fact. I heard this today. I don't want to mention any names or anything like that, but someone very close to Liam Brady, I was talking to them today. And I'll ask the two of you, how many tickets would Liam Chippy Brady get per match for Arsenal if he wanted them? A Static, I'll go with you. Just take a guess. How many would he get?
0.
Kyle, what are you saying?
I'm going to go for 2.
You're in between. It's 1. He gets 1 ticket.
1.
And that's fact. That's fact. Liam Brady, one of the up there with Rocky, you know what I mean, as an absolute legend of the club, gets 1 ticket.
It's a joke.
That wrecks me head. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know.
The past don't matter, Del Boy. The past don't matter. It's all about now, you see. It's all about what they can do now, how much money they can make, how much merchandise they can get out. Fucking sick with them all. Ray Parler. Let me shout out this because no one mentions it. Well, I will. I don't give a fuck who I call out. Ray Parler was on Talk Sport. And it's amazing because Roy's name just came up on the screen. Ray Parler was talking about the team that he played on. The great players that he played with. Right? He was asked, would any player on the current team get into the squad of players that he played with? Ray Parler said, yeah. Do you know who he said? And who he dropped?
Who?
He said that he would drop Gilberto Silva for Declan Rice.
Oh, come on. What?
And I said to myself, will I go out of pocket by about €700 and just fuck the TV out through the window? Or will I keep the TV on the stand and just walk out? So I decided to walk out and put my fist through the fucking shed door and stay. Absolute fucking prick. Gilberto Silva instead of Declan Rice. Or Declan Rice instead of Gilberto Silva. Good man, Ray Parler. You fucking prick.
Well, that just...
I'm sick with that boy. You have AFTV and you have these ex-soccer players that played for the club who I admired. And the likes of Ray Parler and these Ian Rice and Alan Smith and these lads, Martin Keown, crowd of dickheads. Absolute dickheads.
Like if this was run like it's communist. That's the way it is. It's like, you know, you have to sing to our hymn sheet. It's like North Korea. Like, you know what I mean? It's propaganda.
Oh,
you know. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Big up, Antonio. Big up, mate. Big up.
Sorry, I just want to say quickly. Last Friday, I'm pretty sure it was. Simon Jordan got into a debate with Martin Keown. Actually, it was Jim White who asked Martin Keown the question: if Arsenal don't win anything this season, will it be a failure? And his typical response, Martin Keown: "No, it won't be a failure. Why would you say it's a failure? You won't say it before the start of the season." That's like, come on. It is a failure. I love how, and then obviously Simon Jordan, all three of them just like trying to sugarcoat it. So no, it's not a failure. It's just disappointing. No, it's both. Deal with it, guys. So,
yeah. And just to answer Ali's question there, yes, it has been changed, and the man who got it changed is this fella here. Warren got it changed. He got onto I forget.
That was disgraceful.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean.
Remember that. Yeah,
I seen it. I was there, like.
Yeah, you told me that.
I took a picture of it. I was there, like I was going fucking mad, like.
I think it's still on your community page.
Yeah. Probably
one of Warren's heroes. One of Warren's heroes is Liam Braden, and Warren stood up and he contacted Arsenal Football Club and said, "What the fuck is going on here? Who's responsible for putting the wrong nationality?"
Well done, Warren. Big love and respect you
for getting that change.
Absolute legend.
Well done, Warren.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Question for the panel. Antonio's in. If Saliba leaves, Timber will replace him at right centre.
I literally just said that.
Yeah,
I literally just said that.
And everything will
several
be
minutes ago.
sunshine and rainbows and around we go. Jeez.
Yeah, facts.
Fair play. He comes in swinging, Antonio. He's coming in swinging with his fucking apron on, cooking. He's a fucking legend. And do you know what? I hadn't time to cook the pasta that you were saying, but I am actually going to do it. Yeah. I've been watching his Instagram. He's cooking. He looks fucking amazing. And next time I'm in London, I'm going to hit him up. I want to taste. Gilberto Silva was such an underrated player. The guy was class. Absolutely. Like, you think about that Brazil team that he was in. Like fucking hell. And to get into that Brazil squad, never mind team.
He started a
Jeez.
few games. I'm pretty sure he started most games, if not
Yeah,
some
he did,
games.
yeah. You would have had like Ronaldinho there with him, R9 as well there. Like
Rivaldo.
Yeah, Rivaldo,
Cafu, Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hit the like button, please. Thanks a million, Warren. Yes, please do. If you're new, hit the sub and hit the like button. Also, check Kyle Walsh's channel out. He's doing live streams, and me and Kyle are going to be doing a few watch-alongs and a few sing songs and a few fucking give out songs and fucking everything like that. And Static will be with us as well, hopefully, if he wants to. You know, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. By the way, sorry, I just got to say, Kyle, what happened to your live show? Because you were on and then your video just disappeared. Because I got a few people, and one of them is True Goon. I don't know if he's still in the live chat. He actually messaged me saying, what happened to your live show?
Yeah,
he's like, he couldn't find it. He's like, I see it's like there's a reminder that it's about to start, but he couldn't find like the playback.
First of all, this is all new to me, right? And the other night I was sitting at home, I was doing that, and all I have is an iPhone. And I just said to myself, I wonder could I go live? And the next thing I was able to, post up that I was going to go live today at 4:00. So I thought that all I had to do was pick up my phone and just hit live and I'd be there. So I had technical problems trying to get live. So I rang Warren, and Warren was showing me how to do it and this and that. So basically, Static, I'm waiting. I'm trying to get a laptop, my friend, to try to do it all properly. Because you just can't do it on the iPhone the way I want it to be done. And so I went live, and then I said to myself, I don't think I'm live. And I came over, I rang Warren, and Warren said, Kyle, you may go back and hit the like button again. So I had two lives going on. I had one live that went on for a couple of minutes, and then I had the other live that went on for the full amount. But it hasn't uploaded, so I can't look back on as around. So I don't know what the fuck I've done. But
because
what I'm trying to say is that
go on.
It's my first time, and I got 69 people looking at it. And big up to everyone. I'm getting 4 more subscribers because of it. Big up to everybody. And I promised everybody that my next live stream will be better than the fucking shite that happened today.
Because like I said, when I was watching it, and then it just went poof, it disappeared.
Yeah.
I was like, where did it go? The video, it just said this video is not available. I was like, it's just a black screen right in front of me.
Yeah, no, I apologize, but I will do it properly. Then, before I head off, man, can you throw? I think you linked there, throw up a question for me there.
I think, is this what you're talking about?
Kyle, yeah. It was ours and true. I met and spoke to them, man. What a lovely guy he was. My favourite pair of all time. Unique, my friend.
Respect Unique.
Rocky Rawcastle is an all-time legend, and he means so much to me. That's why I have him behind me. Out of all the years, my 3 favourite players of all time for Arsenal will be Bergkamp, Henry, and Rawcastle. But I have Rawcastle. I feel more attached to Rawcastle than I do with Bergkamp and Henry, if you understand me. I don't know what it is. I just love them, man. I love Rawcastle. I get emotional about him.
What about Ian?
He's a legend.
Kyle, what about Ian Wright?
And I tell you something, what's an absolute disgrace. There should be a statue of David Rawcastle outside the Emirates Stadium. Yeah. Ain't the fucking story. But big up to you, 100%, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to get this man's question in for the panel. Do we have any world-class players in the current squad? I think Saliba, Odegaard, Rice, and Saka are at that level.
Let Kyle answer that.
I'll let Kyle answer it.
Yeah, let him answer it.
I think that we have absolutely 0 world-class players at the club as we speak. Saka is potential. He has potential. He's not there yet. I think Saliba has potential. He's not there yet. Odegaard will never be world-class. And Declan Rice is just an overhyped prima donna.
And
You're talking about world class. See, that's why in Static, you see, you're talking about world class here, right? So you have to look at the facts. The facts are Gilberto Silva, past Vieira, they were world class. Emmanuel Petit, they were world class players.
Even Perez,
world class. Declan Rice is a far cry from Patrick Vieira or Gilberto Silva. Odegaard he wouldn't be fit to tie the boot lessons of Dennis Bergkamp. Saka wouldn't be in the same pitch as Robert Perez, even Freddie Ljungberg. Andreas Limpar back in the day. Rocky Rocastle. Saliba. Is he as good as Tony Adams? Is he as good as Martin Keown, Steve Bold, Paul Campbell? Them lads are world class.
Kyle, you could even throw Mark Overmars in there as well.
Mark Overmars.
Yeah.
They're world class players, you see. You have to understand. But then people would say to me, Kyle, that was a different era. Okay, it's a different era. So in today's game, these lads are not world class. You know why they're not world class? Because they've won fuck all.
Nice.
Come back to me when they win things. Then we can class them as world class. But man, to speak up to your question, Pan. I'll be interested to hear what the two boys have to say.
I think on that, I'm going to put this out there, and I'm sorry if I'm upsetting anyone. Sorry, not sorry. But I think Saliba will be a world-class player. Not now, but I think he will be. And I think I think he is further down than Saka. That's my opinion. I think he's a Rolls Royce of a player. I think he has a good head. He will get there. You know, it may not be at Arsenal because he could be off to Real Madrid this time next year. And then we could be just wishing he was still here, you know. Saka, for me, I have to agree with Kyle there. Like, I grew up with Perez, Overmars, Freddie Ljungberg. Like, you know, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, these players were absolutely fucking outstanding, you know. And for me, I'm gauging it on that, you know. Saka's a great player, absolute great player. I'm not saying he's not, you know. Odegaard as well, he's a great player. Declan Rice, great player, but, you know, world class, I don't think so. No, I'm not there yet with him. I just want to read out one or two of these comments. Gilberto Silva debut against Liverpool in the Community Shield into the fuck Jared. Yeah, put him on his backside. I remember that. Fucking quality, you know. You not going just for the sing-song like we do with every international tournament. There you Del boy. Oh, fuck's sake. Every international tournament I go to, there's plenty of sing-songs, plenty of drink. And the last one when I was in France, I fucking ended up in the hospital, but I still made it to the match. Anyway, that's for another day. And here we go. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Yahoo! Well done, Manus. You're an absolute legend. Good man. Sub to Kyle. That's it. I think we have a bromance here going. I think the two of you love to hate
Manus,
whatever.
Manus, you're a legend, my friend. You're a legend.
Absolutely. While call me tomorrow, Kyle, and we'll see if we can sort that out for you. That's for your live stream. Yeah, big up. Me too, Kyle. Rocastle represented what Arsenal is truly all about. Exactly. Darren, Odegaard is not Arsenal class, let alone world class. Darren's coming in swinging. Good man, Darren.
Well, he's right. When he was taking it by the way, look at that. It came back to bite us when he decided to take photography lessons with the photographer after we defeated Liverpool, which Jamie Carragher was right. Let's be honest, people. He said this months ago. He got destroyed on social media for that, but he was right. He said, "Let's just see." And I said to people, "Just see what happens at the end of the season." And look what happened. Carragher was right. He's like, "Just get down the tunnel. Just get the tunnel. You won the game. Well done. Just get down the tunnel." And he's right.
But look, see, the thing about it,
now he's a meme. I want you guys a meme now.
Yeah, no, like. Because it was the previous season, it was the Bournemouth, the Reece Nelson goal that we fucking were all jumping in, kissing and hugging and everything. Just get down the line. Like, just get into the dress now. I don't want to see that this season. I know it's celebrate, fist pump, high five. Then get the fuck out of the pitch.
I just want to say as well.
Yeah.
I just want to say as well, like, people
I
always,
don't want to see more camera business.
Yeah. Sorry, Kyle. Let me just say this. Kyle, let me just say this, and I'll let you have your say. I just want to say, look, people need to remember this. You can celebrate, just don't over-celebrate. There's a big difference between celebrating and over-celebrating, as in overdoing it. Come on. Go, Kyle.
Yeah, no, just that. I don't need to see all this camera business and taking pictures of fucking lads with the fans behind, and I don't want to see that crap. I don't want to see players hugging each other and high-fiving each other. Do that in May. When we have the league tight in our hands. Kiss each other. Jesus Christ, I kiss you for yourselves. Just win the league tight. I don't want to see all this bullshit going on.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. There we go. So, Static, give me a score prediction before we leave, please. We already know Kyle has gone 2-1 to the Villa. That's a big statement. Please do, and everyone else in the chat as well, stick a score in there real quick, and I'll shout them out. But Static, in the meantime, go ahead, mate.
Before I do that, I just want to very quickly say to you, Delboy, Kyle, live chat, I just want to quickly summarise our win against Wolves. Listen, it was a pretty straightforward win. We should have won by more. We wasted a lot of chances. We definitely kept giving Wolves plenty of chances to get back in the game, especially in the second half. Like the first, I think, 20 minutes of the second half, they had chances. And then when Timber came on, I'll cut him some slack, but he did make some mistakes where they could have had a goal. Luckily, Raya saved it, but it's just there was those... Against better teams, against better opposition like Aston Villa, we cannot make careless, sloppy mistakes in defence. And when it comes to attacking, we have to take our chances. Otherwise, we will get punished. Partey and Martinelli were the worst players on the pitch. I'm sorry. Everyone else was okay. Havertz, first half, good. Second half, he faded away. But, as for... And now for Saturday. Is it Saturday the game?
Yeah. Saturday, 5:30.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks.
What time is it? 12, is it?
5:30.
I was just going to say, with score prediction, listen, let me say this. If Zinchenko starts, which I think that's very, very likely to happen, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong. If he starts, we will definitely lose that game. And again, it depends if we put our chances away as well. So I'm going to say, I'm going to have to agree with Kyle.
Hey there, Static. If you start.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, it just went fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say...
I was just saying...
Can you hear me, boys?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, it's just me, yeah. Who do you think... Who were you saying there? I just missed that, sorry.
Was I talking about Aston Villa?
Yeah, you were saying, given the result on the match, Static.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if we waste our chances offensively...
You said something about...
Boys, let me just come out.
Static. Go ahead, Static. I can hear you.
Yeah, I think it's Del Boy. Del Boy's freezing.
Del Boy is fucked, yeah.
Yeah, it's you, Del Boy. As I was just saying.
I'm back.
Yeah. Wi-Fi problems. I had that yesterday, boys. I know how you feel. Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, I think I have to agree with Cole. I think we're going to lose to Aston Villa 2-1. Again, it depends on Zinchenko starting and if we waste our chances, because we did that last season when we lost 1-0 away to Aston Villa. Zinchenko was getting cooked in defence. And I remember Odegaard wasted so many chances, or at least a few chances, and just everyone. So it's just, I hope we don't start Zinchenko, put Timber in a left back. I personally wouldn't, but the way I'd rather him than Zinchenko. I'm sorry, but Zinchenko is a liability in defence. So if he starts, we will definitely lose. If he doesn't start, we might win the game. But I don't like to give these variations because I like to, straight to the point. But I'm just going with these reasons why I think we'll lose the game. So, but yeah, Arsenal will lose 2-1 to Aston Villa. So, but hey, prove me wrong, Arteta. Prove me wrong, Arsenal.
Oh,
yeah, I just thought our
Jesus.
performance overall against Wolves was not good. I thought that Villa, I watched the Villa game afterwards, and I thought Villa looked a lot more fresher, a lot more. They had that extra yard pace about them, and they look dangerous. And I think Emery will do Arteta on Saturday. I think we 2-1 to Aston Villa.
Dilbo, you're frozen.
I think we might get one other player in Rice by Life, but even at that, I don't for me, it's not about getting players in, it's about getting players out, because we're not going to do the proper business. We need a striker, we need a right winger, we need a midfielder, and we need to offload about 6-7 dead wood players that we still have for this squad. And they're happening. So
yeah, facts. I totally agree with you, man. Yeah. If we don't, I do have to agree with what Lee Gunner said. He said, if we don't get rid of Nketiah or Nelson or both, questions will have to be asked about Edu. In fact, he has to go. So, especially with
what happened to Static, because they're all licking each other's arses over there. So that's what happened,
Yeah.
Yeah, very true, very true. But can I just say, boys?
Exactly. Yeah. Your prediction. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, go on. No, go on. You're definitely skipping, or it might be me.
I said that. Go ahead, I say you have to close it down. Yeah. You're frozen there, so you're bad.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, fuck it. I feel fucking frozen. But no, look, I'll just put out my prediction because I think AFTV are fucking cutting me fucking Wi-Fi here, the bastards. So I'll just say my prediction is 1-1. I just hope. I don't think they're going to score 2 goals because I think we have a good enough defense there. Because look, history proved that through the season and the season before that. Do we have the firepower against Villa? Their midfield is pretty decent, and Emery will drive them. He'll have our number down that left hand side if we have Zinchenko there. If we have Zinchenko starting, I think we will lose. But if I think Timber's there or Cauliflower's there, I think we have a chance. But Static, just I suppose real quick before AFTV come in and fucking cut me fucking laptop as well. Give a shout out to your socials, please.
Yes, you can find me. You can find me on Instagram, which is static__5. You can also find me in the live chat of Dilboy Gunner TV. You can also find me on the channel and anywhere within the Arsenal YouTube fan community. If you see me in live chat, do come say hello, and I'll do my very best to respond. Even though I'll be working, but I'll do my very best to respond. And yeah, boys, I want to conclude by saying we're linked to a goalkeeper as well. I know we just discussed that. So I said to you on the show before, which go back and watch, people. I did say to Del Boy, I predict knowing Arteta will go for a goalkeeper and a midfielder. That's it. So we're doomed. We're doomed, boys. We're doomed. We're not going to win the league. We have to get a striker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's
Kyle,
it from me.
Please do give a shout out to your channel, please.
Yeah, you get me on the Kyle Walsh Gunner on YouTube, and I'm back with a bang. As you can see, I'm starting to kind of get the grips with a few bits and pieces. I did my live stream today. I'd like to thank everyone that joined in on that, and big up to everybody that subscribed. I really appreciate it. And I'm going all out this season with my channel. Loads of content. I'll be dropping videos every second day, at least every second day. I'm putting in the effort and the work into this channel because I think that we all need voices out there to get our club back to where it used to be. I'd like to say a big up to Del Boy, as usual, legend of a man. Static, legend as well. Big up to Rights Wildlife. I really appreciate that, buddy. I really appreciate it. And as I said, to all the chat, you are all great people. Love the conversation. Even if I don't agree with some of the comments, you are still mates of mine, and big up to you all. Warren's Team Talk. Please subscribe to that man. That man he's a legend of all legends, and he's helped me big time, and he's still helping me, and I won't forget that. Darren, lovely to see you. Big up to you all, lads. Let's get this club back to where it used to be. But I'm not accepting excuses. It's number one or nothing. And if it's nothing, Arteta and Edu, fuck off out of this club.
Yeah. There you go.
Delway, I just want to say quickly, sorry. I do apologise, and how rude of me. Thank you for having me on the show again. It's an absolute honour and privilege. Kyle, it's lovely to see you again, bro, and I hope your recovery is going really well as always. And to live chat, you're welcome. And to everyone live chat, big love, respect you all. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help out with the channel. And to everyone, what? Thank you, Warren. Yeah, I was just going to say, that just totally knocked me off course there.
Yeah, sorry.
Big love and respect to you, Warren. Legend as always. Thank you to you, and thank you to everyone live chat. You're all legends, and to the people that disagree with opinions. Listen, everyone's entitled to the opinion, and it's all love. Listen, at the end of the day, we just want Arsenal to be winning trophies again and to be right back on top. As I keep seeing this going around on social media, but yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there'll be plenty more this season because, I'm going to do a few live watch-alongs. Obviously, do the old call-in shows, as many as I can get to. I'm going to have a few live streams like this during the weeks. I think Tuesday and Thursday work best for me. I might do a call-in show, or not a call-in show. I might just do a watch-along on Saturday. So please do keep the notification bell and just keep an eye out for that. I'll get a few guests on as well. We just have a laugh. I'll try and get kick the shit out of AFTV outside me gaff who's fucking up my internet. And once that's sorted, we're fucking happy days. But I just want to give a shout out as well. And I know that Kyle did already, because without Warren as well, he helps me a lot as well. And without him, I wouldn't be able to do half the shows with the slides and everything like that. So please do. Just give Warren a sub as well. The guy is on 500 and he should be on treble that. You know what I mean? He should be on more than me or fucking anything like that. So please do just shoot over and just hit a sub. It's free. You know what I mean? It's only helping the good guys in this community. You know what I mean? So please do subscribe to Warren and hit a like or two on his videos. But Static, thanks a million for coming on. Kyle, thanks a million for coming on. Looking forward to doing much more shows with you guys and even in the chat. As I say, Static, you'd agree with this, and Kyle. Just reach out to me, reach out to Kyle. I'm sure, once you're respectful and you come on camera, you don't have to come on camera, but just be respectful and get your opinion. I've absolutely no problem in getting anyone on. If you're interested in coming on, hit me up, hit the DM. Instagram, Twitter, drop a comment on the video and I'll get back onto you. Thanks a million for every single one of you who's dropped a like and new subs and stuff like that. And especially the people who have put comments in. I really do appreciate it. I'd love to go on for a bit longer. I have to go in. I'm up early in the morning. Have to do this thing called fucking work to pay the bills and keep the lights on. But anyway, all you fucking legends, fair play to you. And Static again and Kyle, fucking thanks a million for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care and God bless you.